I will share with you the latest 4 features Figma just announced in their 2022 config. I will show you how to use each of them so that you can scale your designs easier and also stop wasting design time. We all know how difficult it is to work in a messy design when we have 2, 3, 4 dozens of screens at a time. To mitigate this problem, what Figma did is they announced a new feature called sections. Sections let you organize your mockups, your frames inside your design pages that actually lets you kind of much more easy to identify your mockups by the title you are going to give them. For example, if you have a developer or a designer colleague who's going to come to your project, they can now browse by the section, and if you named your section, let's say login workflow, they can go through that section that will host all of the mockups that belong to that particular workflow. The second benefit of sections is to actually make prototyping on Figma much more stateful, also much more easier. Because a section holds multiple frames at a time, interactions at a time, because you can also now link from a frame to section, section to frame, you can actually prototype much more faster. Next is a great update for those of us who are also using FigJam when it comes to collaboration in our design teams. What Figma did now is to actually make it very easy to take a simple section from FigJam into Figma or vice versa. Instead of exporting all those and getting them in or just giving up, now it's just one click away from copying something from FigJam into Figma so you can begin your design work immediately. Next, we have a new update when it comes to using Figma mobile app. The first update that came is now we can actually review the comments our colleagues or us actually dropped in so that we can stay in touch with them and see what kind of requests that just came into the project. The second is we can now enable notifications that tell us when there is a new change being made, or let's say when somebody interacted with us in the application. Now, I know all of us, when we actually had multiple meetings in a day with different people, and we would just chat away and send them these different Figma links to give them access to our projects. To mitigate this problem of busy work, what Figma did is they created a plugin where now you can actually add your Figma or FigJam file when you are creating a Google meeting instantaneously, so you don't need to write in a chat which link a person has to come through when they actually come to your meeting. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys, and if you understood the new changes that the Figma config brought, but you also want to learn the fundamentals of Figma in 2022, please click on this video next.